What's up, everybody? YL with Blockchain Academics, and today I want to go over some of the news that I've seen that resonates with me, and I want to go over Bitcoin specifically. Look at this. Last time we touched on this, we were under $200 billion in market cap. Now we're at 230, and Bitcoin itself was less than $100 billion, and we're almost at $140 billion. Look at the market. It's all green. The top 100 coins, there's 3 or 4 that aren't green. It's killing it. Crypto is killing it right now. Let's look at Bitcoin specifically. It broke its previous high, about 7,600, and now we went all the way up to 7,927. Look at all the volume here, man. Bitcoin is moving. It's killing it, honestly. This is the time to accumulate. Not specifically up here when it's done such a great job. Look at how high it's been going. This is a parabolic move. Let's just pull this curve. This is perfect. Look at this. I'll adjust this a little bit. Look at this. Look at this. Bitcoin is killing it. Can it stay parabolic? If we look at it like this, it's crazy. I do believe we're going to retrace. Look at all this volume. Crazy. I do believe we're going to retrace, definitely. And then it's a good time for you guys to get into Bitcoin if you haven't got into Bitcoin. Because we're going to, if we go back to the daily, we're going to break all-time high. Look at that. Look at that parabolic move. Makes me smile. Could even pull this back here. Holy moly. Holy moly. Look at that. So, if we go and check the all-time high, which is 20 grand, you can see that Bitcoin it's relatable to the last bull market. It would do a parabolic move, it would come down, and it would retrace. A great saying is, don't chase by the retrace. So, if you feel like you've missed out right now, there's a great chance that Bitcoin will retrace. It could fall a couple $1,000s. I'm not sure. I don't want to try and call a bottom. Hopefully this is the bottom and it's finally been put in, and now Bitcoin's moving up. There's a ton of volume, as you can see here. The last few days, like weeks, there's been a ton of volume. It's been just pouring into Bitcoin. And not only that, I'm going to go into this later, but with Bitcoin just like soaring, also, the S&P took 600 points negative today. They dropped 600 points because of China claiming they're going to put a ton of tariffs because of what Trump's doing and all that. You know, all that bullshit that what Trump's doing and whatnot. I don't want to go into that, but I want to see the wealth that's in the S&P come into the Bitcoin cryptocurrency market. That would shoot us up astronomically and we would just blow up. I'm going to touch on Quadriga right now. So for you Quadriga holders, and this resonates with me because I've lost a ton of money in exchanges and hacks and things like that. So apparently Ernest and Young, the company, or not the company, the law firm that's holding it, is basically saying you guys are screwed because they've only found 10% and they haven't updated this since April 16th. You know, it's been almost a month. So basically they've only found, which the court date on May 1st, they've only found 10% of the funds. So it's about 16 million US. There's 160 million, which is $210 million Canadian. So only 16 million has been found or accounted for. Most of that is frozen with third-party processing companies and things like that. I think they only have access to, I think it was $700,000. And with all the users online, how are they going to split that? They're stating that it's not worth chasing the 90% that is lost. It's not worth the money, the time, the headache. This is now looking more like a theft, fraud situation rather than, I don't want to just, dispute the owner dying because, if he is dead, rest in peace, my condolences go out to him and his family. But, it's looking like more of a theft and fraud rather than just the funds disappearing with the owner dying, because the cold wallet is, none of the money is there, and it's not been there since months before he even died. And other companies, processing companies or partner companies, they're not willing to open up and they're not willing to work and try and track this money down. First of all, if it was on the blockchain, it's transparent as hell. You would be able to follow that and see where it went. But since it was in cash, you would still also have a paper trail. You can't just send $140 million without no paper trail. It's not like they took their private jets with $140 million worth of cash and just started dropping it off around the world. I don't know what they did, but there is a paper trail, and they need to do right to the customers. Like, these are people's life savings. This is some of my friends and some of my close friends, actually, who lost a good ton of money on Quadriga. That's why I educate people to, store your money on private wallets. If you want, you can go to www.bitfi.info.com and you will get the most secure hardware wallet on the market right now, and it is unhackable. So www.bitfi.info.com. And I want to touch on SIM swapping, because that happened to me. So that resonates with me as well. Somebody tried to SIM swap me twice. 9 individuals, they were charged with SIM swapping, and they're facing hundreds of years, not just 100, which 100 is still a lot of time, man. They're facing hundreds of years for wire fraud, fraud in general, identity theft, and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. And one of the gentlemen, Connor Freeman from Ireland, he is being extradited to the US to face his jail term if he gets sentenced. And they have 3 of these guys who worked in the phone company. So basically what they do is they get somebody who works in the company, or maybe who has information about people holding cryptocurrency. They'll get a new SIM card, and then they'll swap access to their SIM card. So now I have access to your phone number. I'm getting the calls and texts. I can go to your Gmail, your Facebook, and I can request a password literally by just texting, via text. So now I have your information. I have your Gmail. Now I can look for exchange emails. I can look for your exchange accounts, or maybe your Coinbase or blockchain password and things like that. And then they start stealing the cryptocurrency. So that's illegal on a whole, on a lot of levels, and these guys have all been charged. They go by the community, and they stole $2.4 million. As we saw yesterday, Michael Turpin got awarded $75 million. He lost $28 million in a SIM swap. He also sued for damages. He sued AT&T for $200 million as well. He was going for $228 million total. He got $75 million. I didn't lose anything from my SIM swaps. I learned to use a Yubico key. I believe it's from Google, and you put the key in your USB after you try to log in, and it'll verify you. You only have one key for one login, so one USB key for one login, so people can't get into your account. So after I got hacked the second time, SIM swapped the second time, I didn't, it wasn't cool, but I was more at ease, because I knew, okay, these guys aren't getting anything. All my cryptocurrencies on hardware wallets like the BitFi, and then they need the key, which is stored privately at my bank, so nobody can get a hold of that unless I need it. So I know I'm pretty safe. But if you are holding cryptocurrency, and we see Bitcoin bulling, literally bulling, you want to make sure that you are holding it securely, because the last thing you want to do is lose your cryptocurrency while the bull market is in. You can see this right now. We're almost going to break 8 grand, guys. This is crazy. Look at this volume. It makes me so happy. I was going to say I'm going to pop a boner, but I'm going to just chill out a little bit. But seriously, guys, Bitcoin is crushing it. The last thing you want to do is lose your cryptocurrency to these wolves. The wolves are coming out, guys. Bull market's coming, and that brings the wolves. These cryptocurrency gurus, these guys who are just scamming people, these Ponzi schemes are just these hackers. So watch out. Do not fall prey to this, guys. That's all I want to update you guys with. Bitcoin booming, literally. Start getting in. If you don't know how to get in, contact me, man. Use Google for come on. Contact me. I'll show you how to buy. I'll show you how to secure your assets, and I'll show you how to get into the market. So that's it for today. Subscribe, comment, join our Discord below, because we have a ton of opportunities coming, and you can make some good money, and you can know where the market's heading and things like that. So that's it for today. Like I said, smash that subscribe button so you get all the opportunities firsthand. I'll see you guys in the next video.